All right, guys. Just real quick, my reservations is this team trying to get too cute, and I've seen this phase before with Jason Garrett and Lennon Hand and all those people. You got to run the ball to set up the pass. You just cannot get out here and just start doing passing and never establish the run. They never ever established the run. So this is my thing here. This team just looking flat. They don't look like they're doing things out there that they need to do, and it sucks, man. And hey, we already know that Nolan Carroll sucks, man. But it is crazy, man. It's one of those things that that it just looks crazy out there, guys. It just doesn't look like a team that is ready to play. In my opinion, the Denver Broncos is the better team today. Trevor Siemian is the better quarterback today. CJ Anderson or whoever his name is a better running back today, because their team they put together better in a sense of they're getting everybody in place. Now, could we come out better in the second half? Yes, it's possible, but his team looked flat. It don't look like we got any push, and then we don't have love from the refs. You know, that leverage call was kind of BS, kind of crazy to me. And then also, why in the hell? I'm going back and forth with somebody on my Facebook page and Twitter, saying that okay, we can run the ball, but you never established the run. Your play design looks so predictable. To me, it just looks like it's so predictable that I know you're going to pass. I know when you come 5 wide, I know you're not going to run the ball. Come on now. And then you never establish the run, and you plan to their side of the field. The Cowboys need to get out there, regardless if it's 2 or it's 3 yards, and grind this thing out. Trust me, I like Dak Prescott. I like what he can bring to the team. But if you don't go back to the plan to your strong suit, then you will lose this game. You got to run the ball. You got to establish your offensive line's prowess. This offensive line is not even being able to bust a sweat out there because you dropping back. Of course, I like what D-Law doing out there. He's representing real hard, man. He's doing his thing. D-Law, he said he's going to get 12 plus sacks this year. It looks like he's well en route of doing that. He looks like freaking DeMarcus Ware out there. But at the same token and key in the time, he got to there's somebody else has got to step up too. The pocket is collapsing, which is good. I like that. I like what number 55 is doing. And trust me, guys, the field is slippery. They were not well prepared. You know, I've seen my boy Jeff Heath slip. I've seen Jordan Lewis slip. These things are just not common, because I don't know whether or not they went with a 3.5-inch cleats or what have you. But it just looking so crazy out here. We are very one-dimensional. Shout out to Seek 2. Yes, we are very one-dimensional. It's just looking crazy out there. It's still possible we did score on at the end of the drive there, so that's good. But the Marcus Lawrence penalty, yeah, that was crazy. That was kind of like, hey, what was that? You know. And it was another play that they did that was kind of very, very, very suspect too as well. And they didn't want to give my guy Dez Bryant that catch on the sideline. But I digress, you know. But overall, collectively, this team is just not looking poised, sharp. I know you in Denver. I know it was a rain delay. But before the rain delay, we kind of still had those slight reservations. Of course, I predicted 28-10. But this team coming out flat, it looks more like the inverse aspect. Looks like they're going to have 28 points and we only have 10 points. But it's just crazy. If it wasn't for... Can you believe this? If it wasn't for our defense, we would only have 3 points, man. So that thing that is just really grinding my gears. It really making me mad, because of the fact that I know that you guys got a beast of our offensive line, and regardless of the scenario, it's the running plays that you do. It's so predictable. That's why Zeke is not eating. You know. They are putting a gun to their own head, and they committing play suicide, because The coaching staff must call a better game in order to win this. That's the bottom line. Coach Rob Marinelli can only do what he can do out there with this defense. They are far off too much often out there on the field. And I said this a long time ago that Nolan Carroll will not and won't ever turn his head around. We saw that through training camp. And number 88 is he just eating him for lunch. You know what I mean? So it baffles me with that. But we already know the talking heads. We got a lot of material for them, right? For this game. If Jason Garrett don't get this team playing the way they supposed to, and I don't know if it could be lending hand too as well. I don't know, the sabotage between keeping Kellen Moore and and I heard keeping Kellen Moore and not even having Run DMC out there. It's just crazy. You got to control the line of scrimmage and you got to run the ball. That's what you got to do in order to win this game. We got the sack fumble. Oh, let me go all the way back. That's what I meant to say. If Malik Collins, I know we scored off the drive. Kudos, salute. That was good. But at the same time, did you guys see how the NFL tried to low-key didn't give us that touchdown? Because look at it. If he held possession of the ball and the ground game calls fumble, what have you, that means back in 2014 when Dez Bryant caught the ball, the exact same scenario between Malik when he picked up the fumble and he bobbled it or what have you and it squirted out, and then my guy AB picked up the ball and scored a touchdown. If that's not possession of the ball, then what the hell what happened in 2014? There's catch no catch situation. The NFL got some explaining to do, but neither here nor there. Dak can't throw anymore. It looks like Dak. My thing is, Dak is a methodically type of quarterback. He's not this guy, well, methodically in a small sense of I'm going to hit you with the 10 and 15 yards. But you got to have at least, I don't care whether it's Zeke out there, or if it's Run DMC, or whether it's Alfred Morris, you got to establish the run, because a quarterback like Dak Prescott lives and breathes off play action. And if you're not able to play action, then you'll be in a serious, and I mean a serious deed of trouble. And that's where we at. We're looking at the eyes of a team being one-sided and that's passing, rushing through their progression, not being able to control the football field enough. That's my time, man. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm gonna read a few of you guys' comments before I get back to the game, but I just had to get this thing off my mind, heart, and soul. You know how it is, guys. What we have here, we have Lord Prater. The OC is calling a terrible game. You right. You 1000% right. The OC needs to get it canned for this. Rob Marinelli's system is suspect. No, they doing pretty good, but they out there on the field too much, man. That's from who is this? Nori. So Dak better pick it up. He better pick it up later, Law. Yes. So hey, man, guys, that's been my time. I really thank you guys for yours. And remember, you listening